On the news at 7, President Tinubu meets with security chiefs, directs them to strengthen fight against terrorism and banditry. And Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria inaugurates district branch. A very good evening and thank you for joining us on the 7 p.m. news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. I am Abdullah Hajia. First, let's begin from the presidency, where President Bola Tinubu has directed security heads to strengthen collaboration and cooperation with neighboring countries to achieve maximum results in the fight against terrorism and banditry within and around the country. This is the new direction President Tinubu gave the security chiefs at a meeting this Friday. The National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, Minister of Defense, Mohammed Badaru, service chiefs, heads of intelligence agencies, and representative of the Inspector General of Police were all parts of the crucial meeting. After the meeting, Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, promises that the security agencies are going all out to turn around the situation.
Is that there's a global push by terrorists and jihadis all over the Sahel area, and that pressure is what actually came into Nigeria because of the nature of our borders. And so we have, Mr. President has given directives as to what to do next for us to intensify all efforts, collaborate with all our sister countries around, because it is the porous nature that is coming there that is actually aggravating our own issues on ground. And so all our theaters have been enhanced, equipment have been bought. Mr. President has also given us much approvals for air assets and other aspects of security. And like we said, it's not only the kinetic effort, the non-kinetic aspects that is most important. The President is also looking at the aspects of also discussing with the governors for their own support, buy-in in ensuring that dividends of democracy also extends to the communities to be able to stamp down the issue of insecurity. And we're working together. You can see that we're together with the National Security Advisor, the NSA, the DGDSS, and all other ones. So we're working together as a team. And you can see us here, members of the armed forces, working in unity, including the police, to make sure that Nigeria is peaceful. And that is our mandate, and that we work towards. We want to appeal to all Nigerians not to get tired. And they should be wary of fake news. There's a lot of fake news that has been spread out, making it look, most of the videos being circulated are videos from other countries or old videos, making it look as if it is new. And you know, you always want to wonder, why do some individuals feel happy when things go bad in their country? If Nigeria is destroyed, all of us will go down. And so it is important that we all cooperate with members of the armed forces and security agencies. If we see something that is going wrong anywhere in the country, let us report. Action will be taken, including our own personnel. If we see them doing what is not supposed to be done, they should take a report and we'll take action. We want to thank all Nigerians for the support we've been getting. The federal government is doing so much. States need to come in, local governments and communities. Everyone has a role to play in ensuring that there's peace in Nigeria, and that's what we try to push, and that's what we're doing. And we're happy that Nigerians are warming up to it. Disregarding all those ones, you know, they are naysayers, those ones that don't mean us well. We're shaming them because we're going to continue to succeed.
This chief implored state governors and all Nigerians to continue to support them in this direction to deliver a more peaceful country to the citizens. Let's shift attention to religion now. The Imam of the Abuja National Mosque, Dr. Abdul Qadir Salman Sholagberu, has commended the Tinubu administration on its recent policy that seeks to restructure Arabic studies and Islamic institutions to align with modern-day learning of science and technology. This forms the thrust of the Imam's sermon while leading today's Jumat prayer at the Abuja National Mosque. Yours sincerely reports. An expanded scope of knowledge beneficial to this life and the hereafter, the Imam, Dr. Abdul Qadir Salman Sholagberu, emphasizes its significance to achieving greater exploits in human capital development required for societal growth, in which he says Islam places high premium on.
It's just about persuading the Arabic schools to add scientific part of knowledge to what is already existing on the ground, which is Islamic studies. We've been looking for this chance. The recognition for us.
His preaching appreciates government's effort towards liberalizing the education sector, particularly allowing Islamic schools to consider incorporating science subjects while teaching about religion and Sharia.
This thing will, make the future of Muslim youth more colorful. But we'll be able to participate in every aspect of life. We will be producing more medical doctors. We'll be producing more engineers. We'll be producing more scientists. You get it? And this is what Allah has persuaded us in the Quran. As Allah is persuading us to attain knowledge pertaining to Islamic studies, Sharia, at the same time, He said that we should not, leave behind the sciences. These are the contemporary issues that we Muslims must, take it as a paramount something.
The cleric who led a special dua for leaders and country to succeed reminds worshippers to remain steadfast in worship and prayers for Allah's victory over challenges. In Abuja, 60 years down the line since its existence, with over 67,000 members across the country, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICAN, sets and maintains high professional standards by ensuring that its members are well equipped to meet the demands of the accounting profession. ICAN President Chief Davison Alaribe reaffirmed this at the inauguration of the ICAN Kubwa and District Society. Ramatu Abdullahi brings us details.
Chartered accountants enjoy global recognition for their skills and expertise, making them valuable assets to many organizations, which in turn affords them the opportunity of rising to the pinnacle of their profession. It's not surprising, therefore, to see some reputable professionals, particularly in the field of audit, finance and management, gracing this occasion. Nigeria's first professor of capital markets, Professor Uche Waleke, said the inauguration of ICAN Kubwa indicates the Institute's deep commitment to strengthening trust and enhancing accountability.
As stewards of financial integrity, advisors to businesses, gatekeepers of transparency, and partners in public policy, we help shape the systems that determine economic outcomes.
Mrs. Ijoma Ugunebo, a professional who is currently a senior manager in the tax career path at the Federal Inland Revenue Service, along with 260 other members, were inaugurated to pilot the affairs of the brand new branch in Kubwa, making it the 93rd district in the country.
I hereby pronounce this young lady as the pioneer chairman of Kubwa.
ICAN Chairman Chief Davidson Alaribe urges them to uphold the Institute's policies and tenets at the local level.
My charge to them is that they should carry the message of ICAN to the nooks and crannies of Kubwa, the message of accountability, transparency and sustainability.
Mrs. Ijoma Ugunebo promises to bring her expertise to bear in uplifting the newly created district.
We'll expect more visibility for ICAN around here because we're going to go all out. They will expect a family gathering of professionals. We want to bring in friendship, unity, closeness. We want to bring in a district where there is love, not rancor.
She's the driver. She needs to accommodate every opinion, dissect it, and bring the best for Kubwa and District Society.
We pray God Almighty to give her the wisdom, strength, understanding, to be able to pilot the affairs of this district to enviable heights.
ICAN was established in 1965 and currently has more than 65,000 members across the country. Ramatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
A burst of color, creativity, and youthful expression filled the air as primary school pupils showcased their artistic talents, from beadworks, resin arts to flower-based installations and recycled crafts. The young talents at Kado area of the FCT are part of a growing initiative to nurture young creatives and channel their potentials towards building a greater Nigeria. Rabia Shaib brings us more details.
Students as young as 7 transformed ordinary materials like bottle caps, cardboards, and flowers into striking pieces of art. Their arts and crafts weren't just displays of imagination, but bold statements of what is possible when children are empowered to create.
I made this, firstly how I made it, this is a carton, then a stone, then a normal tree, then I use rubber grapes so that it should look like a real tree. This robot is made out of it's made out of bottle covers.
This is the painting that I did. I love it so much because I got all of my favorite colors: yellow, pink, blue, and green. This inspired me because I love nature.
This project is coming at a time when stakeholders have consistently called for reforms in the nation's educational curriculum from the foundation stage.
Yes, at this stage, you will realize that their brain is still at the formative stage. If we are able to nurture their creativity, they will definitely excel in the nearest future.
The advocacy is to equip children and youths with more of practical knowledge and skill acquisition than the current form of learning, which many believe is becoming unsustainable and irrelevant to modern-day realities. The emphasis here are for children to get exposed to lifelong skills, as art gives them the ability to think, feel, and build.
The main goal of the visual and art exhibition is to showcase the work done by our children, to show the whole world the creativity, the innovation, and passion that they have for artwork.
More than an exercise in creativity, the event also highlights abilities towards entrepreneurship while showcasing talent.
In these arts, they can be on their own, they can solve their income before any other thing. And it doesn't stop you from your other careers. You can add, I've seen a doctor and he's a painter.
The colorful event drew parents, educators, and students. Practical knowledge and skills are the key to shaping a more innovative and expressive generation for a better Nigeria. In Abuja, Rabia Shaib, NTA News.
Now, the boy child, like his female counterparts, needs nurturing, protection, and guidance to grow into a responsible man and respected member of the society. It is in recognizing this place of the boy child that the Yargote Foundation held a roadwork and
to recognize the well-being and various challenges faced by the boy child in the environment. However, is the boy child being catered for adequately as they ought to be? How are families taking care of their boy child?
We all know the issues with the male child. We all know the problems in the society. We all know the number of domestic violence highly committed by the male child, and it's all boils down to the conversation around the fact that we have a prepared girl child for an unprepared male child.
Okay, I hope to be better in the future.
Attention for the boy child. The boy child need attention now. The boy child need attention now.
The International Day of the Boy Child, observed every May 16th, serves as a reminder to focus on the emotional, mental, and physical well-being of boys. For the Yargote Foundation, it is a day to not walk alone, but to engage communities on the importance of raising strong, responsible, and well-supported boys.
We at Yargote Foundation, we are teaching the boys soft skills and life skills in general. We are also mentoring them because that's missing. Part of what we teach them in these skills is, first of all, self-discovery.
Solutions to juvenile delinquency, so this kind of awareness we have here today, whereby they understand that they can speak up, they can be bold, and when they are actually suffering in silence, they can come out to talk to people, to be heard. And to
Topics discussed during the 3-kilometer sensitization walk included mental health, peer pressure, drug abuse, prevention and importance of positive role models, with the theme emphasizing the need to address challenges of educational and emotional support systems for boys at home and beyond to manage questions of anger and juvenile delinquencies. In Abuja, Moses Kuye, NTA News.
Time now to delve into the world of sports, and our sports desk is standing by.
Nigeria's Flying Eagles will on Sunday take on their Egyptian counterparts in the losers' final after falling 1-0 to South Africa in the semi-final on Thursday. The same margin Egypt fell to Morocco, who will now be playing South Africa in the final of the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt. These 4 teams will be representing Africa at the FIFA World Cup in Chile later in the year. Nigeria's Under-20 coach Aliou Zubairu and the captain Daniel Bamei expressed disappointment over the team's inability to be in the final.
I will take responsibilities for this our inability to get to the final, because I'm in charge and I'll take full responsibility for everything that happened. But it's good. At least we're able to know the players that have what it takes to move to the next level, which is to the World Cup.
It's very hot. Very hot. Very hot, sincerely. I don't know what to say, but we still have another game to play, which is third place. So we're going to prepare and see how to perform.
Meanwhile, Team FCT have departed Abuja for Ogun State ahead of the commencement of the 22nd edition of the National Sports Festival tagged Gateway Games. FCT Deputy Director Sports and Head of Technical, Dr. Esther Buba, says FCT with 174 athletes will be participating in 28 sports.
We are fully prepared. In fact, our expectations are very massive because we are going with up to 28 sports associations that will give us later in the national festival. We have been preparing. We have been on camp, both close camp. We have been training seriously in top.
The team's departure concluded weeks of campaign for the athletes who have been trained and managed by experts. The team is hoping to surpass its previous outings at the National Sports Festival.
That brings us to the end of the English version. Up next is the translations. Good evening.
Yuzo wawe wona na iwa bada zaza ishanda yozuma woni ye waguba ngai ai tukoda Bola Tinubu waguga agnabe no azagu zagu isapa ngai ye efin mai kakara tami kwashin apam tuko ticheno ba na wado no azagu zagu aje no atin aje na bai basan okun no azanu ko ye mbagni ba gani yin na bai aje desha waye ga batu waye no ga agnabe osa no we sa ase mbai no watane jiba na ye ajumawi shaula gai no azagu sapa na yo no huro bado bedo minister sapa yan Mohammed Badoro baba yin yeje no wo begbedna na bie no azagu sapa e yin ya Christopher Musa wa ga gbatu we no e tituko da gan ko jin ebe jinjin no shekwahwenu no asalaji yakun yin zanya na ba magilo nanu okin zindan Dr. Abdul Kadrik Salma Shawul Agbaru wa gage sambarka no ayi titugoda gwamnati shi wa be no batui shi abaji azan yekpezan wu no salaya no ayekpezan ba atnagbanya no ko ba be gban no inzeyan no afilo nhaye nje apabui yinze Abdullahi Ajia wale sheba we be na bedai wa gage gabie shokwefenie we dadeno nsai obeji we go shokwe beda ganje naye no asalaji ba naye aye ku shokwe yue na bage abwa apiji nanu nye abi aye pezan azazanya baku apmajin bawe moy nchedo yepe no abwa tuntun sopa bajin apma no ayen ba shaba dolo ayen ado no abajin apma nche no apua bedo no ayen gunyen nchedo no ayen je nanu yezie zanwalo we be no abedai na yo Rabiat Shaib wa gange de jiji ko ba jin eyin ko kwalo na bi aye ache abiewa na osa mba jilo ba jin apma ba yepe yin ababa wa le lanu sai ko nei.
Su kallo da sauraron ma daidai wannan lokaci assalamu alaikum barkamu da yammacin juma'a a takaice kamar yadda aka saba ga fasarar wasu daga cikin labaran mu na yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. Shugaban ƙasa Bola Ahmed Tinubu ya umarci shugabannin hukumomin tsaro da su ƙarfafa alaƙar aiki tare da ƙasashen da ke makwabtaka da ƙasar nan domin su samu manyan nasarori a yakin da suke da ta'addanci da 'yan ta'adda a cikin ƙasar da kewayenta. Wannan shine sabon matakin da shugaba Tinubu ya umarce su da su ɗauka a zaman da yi da su a yau Juma'a. Babban mai bada shawara a kan sha'anin tsaron ƙasa Malam Nuhu Rubado, ministan tsaro Muhammad Badaro, sauran shugabannin hukumomin tsaro da na hukumomin tsaro a asirce da wakilan babban safetan 'yan sanda na ƙasa na daga cikin waɗanda suka halarci taron na yau. Ɗaya daga cikin limaman babban masallacin Juma'a na ƙasa Ustaz Dr. Abdulkadir Salman Sholabiru ya yaba wa gwamnatin shugaban ƙasa Bola Ahmed Tinubu akan tsarin da ta kawo kwanan nan na bunƙasa karatun Arabiya da makarantun Musulunci da sabuwar hanyar koyar da kimiyya da fasaha a zamanance. Wakilinmu Abdullahi Ajiya ya labarta mana cewa limamin ya bayyana haka ne a saƙon huɗubar sallar Juma'ar yau a babban masallacin Juma'ar ƙasa da ke ƙwaryar Abuja, inda ya ba shugaban da ƙarshe aka ƙarƙare huɗubar da addu'o'in zaman lafiya da ci gaban ƙasa. Abin ban sha'awa da burgewa, yara 'yan makarantun firamare sun nuna bajintar fasahar ƙirƙira da baiwar haɗa zane masu ƙayatarwa da juya wasu abubuwan da aka yi amfani da su zuwa wani abu na ado a gida ko a wajen aiki ko makaranta a yayin karatu. Wakilar Rabi'ar Shu'aib ta rawaito mana cewa zakakuran yaran da ke yankin Kado a nan birnin tarayya Abuja na daga cikin yaran da aka zaɓo domin a horar da su sami ilimin ƙirƙira da fasahar ƙere-ƙere domin ci gaban ƙasar nan da samar musu aikin dogaran kai da zarar sun kai manzalin mutane. A takaice ƙarshen labaran namu ne kenan, sai kuma ranar Litinin idan Allah ya kai mu kwana lafiya.
anyị awụchiela ọzọ n'oge akụkọ ụwa nwoke afọ Chisom bụ aha m na nke abalị a onye isi ala Bola Tinubu onye na ndị isi ụlọ ọrụ nchekwa ala anyị dị iche iche iwu ka ha jikọọ aka ha na mba ndị ọzọ gbara anyị gburugburu iji chụọ mwakpo na iji egbe emenye ndị mmadụ egwu n'ala anyị ọsọ. Onye isi ala nyere iwu a n'oge ya na ndị isi ọrụ nchekwa dị iche iche na-enwe nzukọ na Abuja. Dịka ha mesịrị nzukọ a, onye isi ndị ọrụ agha ala anyị Ọchịagha Christopher Musa kwere nkwa na ha ga-emezi ihe ndị mebiri emebi n'ọrụ nchekwa ala anyị, ebe ọ kpọkụrụ ndị na-achị steeti dị iche iche na ụmụafọ ala anyị ka ha kwado ha dịka ha na-abanye n'ọrụ ha dị oke mkpa. Onye imam nke mosque ukwu ala anyị Ọkammụta Abdulkadir Salman Shalaberu ekwupụtala obi ụtọ ya nye onye isi ala Bola Tinubu n'ọrụ mwegha ya ịhụ na ihe ọmụmụ Arabic na ụlọ akwụkwọ ha dị iche iche sonyere n'usoro nkụzi nka na ụzụ enwere ugbu a. Onye imam kwupụtara nke n'oge ọ na-eme nkụzi na ekpere Jumat emere taa na mosque ukwu ala anyị na Abuja ma kọwaa na nke a ga-enye aka ịkwalite mmụba bojikwa ohere a duo na ekpere dua maka ndị ndu nakwa ala anyị bụ Naijiria inwe ọganihu. Ọ bụ nnọọ ihe ngosipụta ihe ndị nwere ụcha dị iche iche nrụpụta ihe nakwa ngosipụta agwa ntorobịa ha nwere dịka ụmụ akwụkwọ na praịmarị gosipụtara ihe ndị ha rụpụtara gụnyere ihe mgbaaka dị iche iche, ihe osise nakwa nhazi nke akụrụ na osisi ndị eji achọ ogbe mma gụnyere ndị ọzọ. Nke a bịara n'oge ndị ọnụ na-eru n'okwu na-arịọ ka enwega usoro mmụta nke ụlọ akwụkwọ ya n'oge ha dị obere. Robiat Shuaib webatara anyị akụkọ na ụmụ akwụkwọ a tinyere uchu n'ihe ndị ha rụpụtara ebe ha gosiri nke a n'ebe ndị ọnụ na-eruru okwu n'ụlọ akwụkwọ nakwa ndị nne na nna ha. Ụbọchị a ka anyị si apechi ya n'izu ụka, ka anyị bịakwa ọzọ n'izu ụka ọzọ. Ndewo.
Gbọmọ káàárọ̀ òjìrè ìròyìn aago méje ló dé sétí gbọ̀yìn láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá NTA Channel 5. Olúwaṣeyì Abímbọ́lá Ọ̀yáwọlé ni oníròyìn àṣálẹ́ ẹ máa bá mi kálọ. Ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu ti ṣèpàdé pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn aláṣẹ ilé ààbò ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Níbi ìpàdé náà, olùdámọ̀ràn ààbò ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nuhu Ribadu, mínísítà ààbò Muhammad Badiru, àwọn olórí iṣẹ́ òye àti aṣojú ti olùyẹ̀wò gbogbogbò fún ọlọ́pàá ló wà níbi ìpàdé níbi tí ààrẹ ti sọ fún wọn pé kán mójútó ọ̀rọ̀ ààbò ìlú, kán darapọ̀, kán ṣọwọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ìlú tó súnmọ́ wa. Ìmáàmù mọ́ṣáláṣí orílẹ̀-èdè ní ìlú Àbújá Dókítà Abdulkadir Salman Shalaberu ti gbé oríyìn fún ìṣàkóso Tinubu lórí ètò ìmúlò àti àtúntò ẹ̀kọ́ Lárúbáwá ti àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ Islam láti lè jẹ́ kí wọ́n bá ìgbà mu lórí ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ òde òní. Ó sọ wípé irú èyí ó dùn máwọn lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Iṣẹ́ àrà ohun onírúurú àràbarà bí òṣùmàrè ló ti ọwọ́ àwọn ọmọdé kọ̀ọ̀kan jáde ní ìlú Kado níbi tí wọ́n ti ṣe àfihàn iṣẹ́ ọpọlọ wọn, iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ èyí tí a yàn tí a kọ́ wọn kí ọjọ́ ọ̀la orílẹ̀-èdè wa kó ba lè dára. Ọ̀rọ̀ wọ̀nyí ni Rabiat Shuaib sọ wípé ó jẹ́